Michael,
It is.
it is. Okay, like 30th is the team you, I mean, do you count hours, do you count minutes waiting for a big game against Holland?
We just go through our routine, but it's just, I don't know how to explain it. You want the game to start, but you never want it to come around. There's nothing you can do in between time. You can't control the game because it hasn't started. So the waiting around and the anticipation is it's hard to take. We're excited, but I'm also nervous as well, obviously.
You got the opening today, and do you think any of the team members are going to go down there, relax a bit, chill out, sit, watch the opening?
No, they want to march, which is fantastic because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it's something you never forget. It's one of the most proudest moments of your life when you can put on an Indian jersey and walk out, and India walks into the main stadium. It's just, it's something special. They wouldn't miss it for the world because we don't play till the day after that. So we've got plenty of time to recover.
A day back, we watched the entire Australian team coming there in all their outfit and gears and everything. I think they probably had some dinner or some party. Is there anything planned for the Indians? I mean, are you planning something with the boys or the entire contingent?
No. We actually had a party the day or 2 days after we arrived. We had a big party at Southall, which was fantastic. So we got all the parties over with in terms of the people wanting to say hello and all the media and everything, so that we could just concentrate on what we need to do now.
That party at Southall, was that a Gurdwara-based party? It was given by an Indian?
It was an Indian, and the boys, just because we come from Spain and there was no Indian food there, so they were just hanging out for some Indian dal, roti and all the typical Indian food. So they absolutely enjoyed it. So they could let their hair down and relax, and they had a fantastic night. So very enjoyable.
Okay, just a few questions on the first game. Holland. You said that it's one team that hasn't seen us or seen the Indian side in the last 1 year or so in a tournament or so. But having said that, does the Indian side now know completely what the Dutch play like? Even though they have Neuer, who's probably played 5 Olympics, he's aging. But the rest of the side, are they going to be very, very tough, or you think it's going to be an even game?
No, they're going to be very, very tough. They are a very, very experienced team. I mean, they've won 2 gold medals at Olympics, silver at 1. They're a really top-class side. What I mean by that is they haven't played us in this current state and form. You can watch videos and stuff, and that's nice, but until you actually play a team, you don't know. We've played against the Dutch systems and the German systems, which are all very similar. I typically think the Dutch team is probably ranked 3 here, obviously, and they're a really tough side. They've got tons of experience in their team, and they've got a bunch of young kids as well, so it's a pretty good blend. But they're they're very tough.
Okay, over the last 10-15 years, when you see the Dutch side, you've had very speedy forwards. Even a guy like Stephen used to stretch it on the right flank and almost ran like a sprinter. We have similar kind of forwards in Sunil and Tushar and Shivender who can really pick up the speed. Is that going to be a massive advantage for us, or do you think it's a clash of 2 teams who are going to play on speed?
Well, I don't think they're as fast as us. They've got Tanden Neuer playing as a strike forward. Now, he's an absolute class act. Maybe he's not as fast, but once he gets the ball, he certainly doesn't lose it, and he sets up play beautifully. Now, he's an extremely dangerous player that we've got to take some real careful notice of. We have a faster forward line than I think. I think Sunil is probably one of the fastest players in the world, and that's talking to the opposition teams, especially the left halves. So he's a class act. So he's a real danger to any team that we play against, but he's also a great advantage to us as well.
I keep coming back to the game against the 30th. The 29th night, is that going to be a special team meeting? You just got 24 hours to go for the Olympics then. So is there going to be something of a coming together of the team, looking at what's going to be happening in the next 6-7 days?
It is actually, but it's actually more concentrating on the Dutch game first, and then we just take each game as it goes. So we focus entirely on what we're going to do in that next game. So we just make sure we continue with our routines and we don't do something crazy like stay out all night and stuff like that. So the players have a very set routine, and we just follow that every single tournament.
Okay, last question. You rarely see a sponsor walk into the Games Village, and we saw the Sahara owner, Mr. Subrata Roy Sahara Shri. He was there, and he said something to the team, I assume. What was all that?
He spoke in Hindi, which was fine. I understand a little bit of it, but it was more motivation. Give everything that you can. You're representing your country. He's a pretty impressive person and a great sponsor, obviously, as well, and loves his hockey, as we all do. And him to come into the village, it was, the boys appreciated that.
Okay, and I think he also said that if the team's going to win, he's going to give them each 5 kgs of gold.
Individual sports, I think it was 5 kgs, and team sports 1 kg each, which was...
Okay. That itself is a lot.
It's a lot, and I've never ever heard that done ever before anywhere in the world, so that came out of the blue.
But as a coach, I guess there is a realistic touch to the entire proceedings. We are here not to make up the numbers completely because we've done really well. And as a coach of probably one of the fastest rising teams now in world hockey, I think you're looking forward to definitely a very good placing.
We're going to try. We haven't come here to just be an also-ran team. We've spent a lot of time and effort in the last 12 months, and we're still a work in progress. And I'd love to say we're a medal prospect. Anything can happen in this. I think the teams are relatively evenly balanced, except for probably Australia. I think they're a clear-cut favourite, and it will come down to a bit of luck on the day, a bit of umpiring. But our boys will give everything they've got. It won't be because they haven't tried, and we'll just see how we go.
Thank you.